And they're off. Baid on the inside in the blue, white epaulet, striped cap, Jim Crowley. He's on the inside of the field. The others are just spurning the inside rail at the moment. Jim is inching a little bit in behind Baybridge, wants to get off the rail, doesn't want to get boxed in. It's Stone Age that leads from Royal Champion. Baybridge is third, then My Prospero. Out wide is Adair, wide of Baid, and then Dubai Honor from Helvic Dream and Max Sweeney at the back of the field as they cover the first quarter mile, running down into Swinley Bottom, swinging right-handed, and it's Stone Age and Ryan Moore that takes them along. From Royal Champion in second, Baybridge is third, My Prospero, Yellow Jacket in fourth place, then Adair in fifth, the long odds on favourite Baid on the inside in sixth place, just ahead of last year's runner-up Dubai Honor, and then Helvic Dream, and at the back of the field is Max Sweeney. They're racing on towards the 5 furlong marker on the halfway stage. Stone Age by a length, 2 in second, Royal Champion. Baybridge is a close-up third, travelling well from My Prospero. Adair behind these, then Baid still being held on to, followed by Dubai Honor on the outside, Helvic Dream, and finally Max Sweeney. Very soon they'll be running into the home turn. They're inside the final half mile. So Stone Age leads the way by a length or so. Baybridge going up the inside and still travels notably well as Royal Champion comes under pressure. They are rushing round runners and joining in. Then on the heels of them now and switching out wide is Baid, but being held in by Dubai Honor at the moment. Adair might have got first run on Baybridge and My Prospero. Baid is out after them. Jim Crowley's having to push him along. They race inside the final two. Adair from Baybridge on the far side. Baid down the outside is beginning to close now as they race up the hill inside the final fill, and My Prospero battling on. Baybridge and Adair. Out wide is Baid. He needs to find more. My Prospero battling as well. It's Baybridge fending off Adair. Baybridge from Adair, and Baybridge has won the champion. Tight second between Adair and on the outside My Prospero, and Baid is beaten. He finished fourth.
Baybridge takes the Champion Stakes 10-1 under Richard Kingscote for Sir Michael Stoute, James Wigan and Ballylynch stud. Second, Adair 6-1. Third, My Prospero 22-1. Baid, ultimately the wheels were spinning in the mud. 4-1 on favourite, but out of the frame and back in fourth. But what short minds we have in horse racing. While Baid was ripping the turf up throughout the course of the turf season, Baybridge had just gone out of favour a little bit. Second in the Prince of Wales behind State of Rest, then second to last in the Eclipse. This was the kind of ground he wanted, and a fine ride from Richard Kingscote, who kept the faith and produced a stunning ride on the day.
Let's speak to Sir Michael Stoute. Sir Michael, we're so pleased for you. It was a fantastic performance. Did you expect him to come back in that sort of form after a long absence?
We knew he was in very good shape, you know. There was an excuse at Sandown, and his homework has been very good. Staff have done a great job. Kevin Bradshaw rides him out most mornings, and James Savage, assistant. Great team effort.
A typical of one of yours, we always say that the older horses that you seem to be adept at producing these to win big races as they get more mature in their lives. Pilsudski and Singspiel being old examples. Does this fella fit in the same pattern?
Yes, he's got a great mind. He's an easy horse to train.
And how easy has he been to train this year? We haven't seen much of him.
Well, it was just he had a hiccup after his previous start at Sandown. He'd had a knock, and we had to get that right.
And what about now? I mean, is he going to hang around next season? Will he race him again in the Breeders' Cup? Is that an option for him?
You'll have to ask the owners.
But before you go, I mean, you've won a Derby this year, which was fabulous, and now a Champion Stakes. That's not a bad year, 2022, is it?
Yeah, great thrill and great staff. That's what happens.
Let's enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.